Maine's Senate race is one of the most competitive of this election cycle. Senator Susan Collins faces a tough battle to keep her seat. The Republican incumbent is seeking a fifth term in the chamber, but recent polls show support for her is slipping. The latest New York Times and Siena College poll has Democrat Sarah Gideon with a large lead over Collins. It finds Gideon holds 49% support among likely Maine voters compared to the longtime senator's 44%. For more on this, let's bring in Rachel Ohm. She's a reporter for the Portland Press Herald. Rachel, it's great to talk to you. I've been fascinated by this race just because I sort of feel like it's a microcosm of what we're seeing happening in a lot of other states that have purple populations. In the past, as you know, Collins has handily beaten her Democratic challengers, but this year it's different. How can you explain that?
Thanks for having me to start. I think it is different this year. I think a big thing that's different is the Trump factor. Senator Collins, Maine has a lot of Democrats and independents, so people that may have been willing to vote for a Republican because she has this long history of working in the Senate and bringing home packages for us. Those people might not be as willing to vote for her now because they see her as being aligned with Donald Trump. And I think that has been problematic. Her support for Brett Kavanaugh was also a big turning point for a lot of Maine voters. A lot of people are still pretty upset about that decision. So I think that is also something that people are holding on to.
You know, during the Kavanaugh process, there were a lot of people that were sort of holding out hope, those who did not want to see him on the Supreme Court, holding out hope that she would be one of few Republicans who would vote against him, and she didn't. And now she finds herself in a similar situation with another vacancy. She said that she doesn't believe that the Senate should move forward with finding a replacement for Ginsburg's seat on the Supreme Court. She says that she believes that whoever is elected in November is the one that should be whoever's nominated by that president is the one that should be voted on. But I'm wondering, since there was so much hope for her during Kavanaugh's nomination process, if there's also a sense in Maine that she can't be believed or trusted.
Yeah, I think people are skeptical of that, and I think her statement that she wants that the next president should be the one to make this appointment. I think that is her being cautious, knowing the backlash that she faced for that Kavanaugh decision, and not wanting to have to face that again right before an election. So yeah, I definitely think that this vacancy really could not be more poorly timed for her reelection campaign.
I'm going to ask you just really quickly, Rachel, because I know we have to go, but can you talk about the appeal of her Democratic opponent? Why is it, do you think, that she's polling so well? Is it just an anti-Collins vote or something else?
I don't know. Probably a little bit of both. I mean, the polls that we've seen have been really close. Sarah Gideon does have a slight lead in a lot of them. And, she has a lot of name recognition. She's been Maine Speaker of the House. She's served in the legislature for a long time. She's a very approachable person. But I think also, people are feeling a little more hesitant about Senator Collins. There is the backlash over some of the things I mentioned, like the Kavanaugh vote and her unwillingness to say whether she will support Donald Trump in the next election. So yeah, I think it's kind of a mix of both.
All right, Rachel, I wish we could talk to you longer, but we have to pivot over to Washington, D.C. Rachel Ohm, thank you so much.